Good evening to our Healthy, Wealthy, Wise movement members and our guests this evening. We are excited to have you along the journey with us, the journey to an integrated life. This evening, we're going to be talking about integrating our beliefs, our attitudes, our plans, and our actions into a journey that takes us where we ultimately want to go. And hopefully, in that process, share with you what the Healthy, Wealthy, Wise movement is all about. And if you have any questions at the end or anywhere during, there is a screen at the top left-hand side where you can pop in questions. So I will be happy to try to answer those as we move through the presentation. The journey to an integrated life, it starts with getting on track. And in order to get on track, we believe that you need to focus not on just one thing, but on a number of things. And we have some goal cards that we've put out in the areas of health, wealth, and wisdom. And those are the tracks ahead of us. Those are the things that if we kind of look at all three of those at the same time, we might avoid the problems some of us have had in the past. Like for me, an example would be when you focus on your career and you forget about your health, you might find yourself unhealthy, living an unhealthy lifestyle, unsustainable lifestyle. And sadly, we lost a client this year who was very close to his retirement and never got to enjoy it, had a very successful career, and unfortunately had a very unhealthy lifestyle that ended his life way too early. Other examples, maybe you've heard where people focus so much on fun, just having a great time, having a really good life, that they run out of money, that they've just spent their nest egg pursuing that, all of those goals, and now they're caught sort of in poverty and bankruptcy, and we don't want that either. So we want to make sure that people are looking at an integrated lifestyle when they're setting the plan ahead. And that is what we think is the key, is having a plan. I'm a planner by nature, not just by profession. And I really believe when we think about what we're doing and we're proactive about making a plan, calendaring out, scheduling out what it is we're going to be doing, we have a much better chance of making the right and the very best choices for ourselves. So in having a plan, we're going to look at planning in several areas at the same time. And when you're setting goals, the right place to start is to think about your destination. That is knowing your why. I have a friend, Lori Beth Jones, that I got to be on her corporate training video with, and she came to the local area here and did a workshop for a couple days from this book that she wrote, The Path, Creating Your Mission Statement for Work and Life. And we are handing out these books along with some of our Wealth Spa. I'll tell you more about that in a few minutes, our Wealth Spa treatments. So if you can't articulate your why, if you don't know, what do you mean my journey, where am I going? There's Viktor Frankl's Man's Search for Meaning, and there's Purpose-Driven Life, and there's all kinds of resources that are available, because most of us just wandering along trying to get through the day, never mind knowing what our journey is. We want to help you be more clear about that path, because it really helps you set the most meaningful goals for your life and achieve more of what's possible in your life if you're able to articulate that why. And then you're ready for the goal tracker. So even if you want to start here, you're welcome to, even if you don't know your why. But we put together a really fun goal tracker. Some of the folks out there have gotten those in our most recent membership kits that we had at the Iron Girl race and the Health and Wealth Spa party. We had new members that got 2 copies of these goal trackers. And the idea with the goal tracker is to have one for us so we can cheer you on, remind you, coach you, help you, support you, and the other one is to keep track of. And I was always trained that when you have goals, you have to make them SMART goals. And a SMART goal is something that's specific. So we gave you this little tiny space to write in, whether it's the printed copy or you do the online copy. You have to get clear and concise enough to fit it right there. And then to spur you on, you've got to write a next step. What is the next thing you have to do in the areas of food to meet that goal? And then finally, you've got to put a timeline. In fact, that's the last part of the SMART goal. So we're specific here. It's measurable. We know when we get there. It's attainable. It's something that you have the resources or education or whatever is necessary, that it is something that is attainable, and it's realistic. I know some of you guys out there, want to be pro ball players, but if you're 50 years old and you haven't, you're probably not going to attain that goal, I'm sorry to say. So we want to make sure that you're realistic about it and that you have that deadline, that it's a time-bound goal. And we're suggesting, you can have as many goals as you want, but we're suggesting, for the purposes of the Healthy, Wealthy, Wise movement and the idea of living an integrated life, that you look at the areas of food and fitness as part of health, that you look at having a goal in the area of finance, in the area of wealth, and that wisdom would have you define goals in the areas of faith and fun. So we're hoping to help you along, and some of you will be able to fill this out no problem. And if you really want some help along the way of how to really set these goals, and goal setting is a little bit new to you, we've got some resources to help you there as well. I'm going to stop here and just take a question. Kim's asking, is it better to set short-term goals or long-term goals? That is a great question, Kim. I think it's great to have goals that are short, medium, and long-term, but truly some goals you can achieve today. We probably don't want to mail those in. There are some goals in the next few weeks, you've got it. Right now, my food goal is I'm trying to cut out soft drinks. So I'm measuring that. I'm going to put my deadline in 6 weeks, because I think in 6 weeks you form a habit. My next step is putting a sign on the refrigerator to remind myself, don't pick up that Diet Coke Bob's got in there. So the goal is cut out soft drinks, put a sign on the refrigerator. In 6 weeks, see if I have fasted from soft drinks, which means I'm well on my way to eliminating that from my diet. Long-term goal, some things could take a lifetime. It seems to me that my goal to lose 100 pounds, to go from 245 to 145, is taking me a lifetime. And I'm 5 years into it. I'm probably 10 pounds away from it. And I've just been fluctuating. Those last 15 pounds have been really, really tough for me. So my deadline to achieve that is the end of this year. And I've got some next steps in place to do that. I just signed up for a racecation we'll tell you about, and a sprint triathlon I'm doing this summer. So I'm picking up, in addition to my food goals, some fitness goals that are going to help me hit that weight goal. So could be short, could be long. It doesn't matter. Just put the deadline in here, and maybe achieving some of those short-term, easier goals will help us with achieving some success and momentum in the longer term goals. Hopefully that answers your question. Thanks so much, Kim. Another way to help you with food goals is to introduce you to some of the resources, because that is part of the Healthy, Wealthy, Wise movement, and our community is objective, great resources in helping you achieve your goals. So as we know more of your goals, we'll be adding to this list. But one of the ladies that's definitely helped me on my road and been a great coach in the area of food is my friend Donna Stone, who recently wrote the Healthy You Diet, 14-day plan for weight loss. Bob and I have gone through the 14 days twice, lost weight both times, and it's yummy, yummy, yummy. It's eating a very natural, clean diet. And I have been slowly getting off fried foods and, lowering carbs and increasing vegetables. And she's got some yummy, yummy recipes in there. I would encourage you, we have copies of that for those of you who haven't gotten one to ask us, or you can go online to her Facebook page and do her online challenge. So in the areas of food and fitness, we put together this weekly meal and exercise planner. You can print it out. It's attached to our website and our Facebook page. We have the new Healthy Wealthy Wise Facebook page I'll show you. And if you plan your meals ahead, if you plan your exercise ahead, if you put it on your calendar, much better chance that you're going to get it done. So we wanted to make it simple for you, give you a planner, electronic copy, paper copy, whatever works for you. If you don't have one of these or you need more copies, go to our page, call us up, we'll get it to you. Another really fun community that helps you stay accountable and makes exercise, I think, makes it fun, and you can record your food and you can record your fitness. This is more after the fact than planning, though, is to be part of the Fitbit community. I'm wearing my Fitbit right now, not quite to my 10,000 steps yet for today, but even if you don't have a tracker, it's free to just sign up for the website online. You can go to fitbit.com and sign up. And when you're logging in, go to the communities and join our Healthy, Wealthy, Wise movement group so we can stay accountable to one another and cheer each other on. They even have like a little smiley face that you can send one of the other participants in the community a cheer for reaching some of their goals. Then we go to the fitness goal. The fitness goal, it actually can be fun. I used to think fitness was not fun at all when I was a couch potato, but fitness can be fun. And if you find that thing that you enjoy the most, or something that I didn't enjoy any fitness, but I enjoyed some of my friends, so I joined along the Fab 50 when they first started 4 years ago and did the couch potato to half marathon. Good thing they didn't tell me how far a half marathon was at first. I joined that group not liking running at all, and now I would really miss it. If I have to be gone for a week, I really miss getting with my friends and getting my run on. They just started a new group the last couple weeks, so you can still get out there on Saturdays. They have it in 2 locations in Largo, and I think the other group's in Palm Harbor or Tarpon Springs. And you can join us on that couch potato to half marathon. But if running's not for you, no problem. You can have a fitness goal in all kinds of different ways. In fact, we want to send you to another resource that's out there, mindbodyonline.com. In MindBody Online, a free app, you simply put in your zip code. And I know we have some folks that are not in the local area. When we were on Arthleen Rippey's Homekeeper show, we got members of the Healthy, Wealthy, Wise community in a number of different states. So wherever you are, they're going to hook you up with all kinds of different fitness opportunities in your area, whether it's personal training, you can see here group exercise, yoga, Pilates, whatever works for you to get you fit. Then the area, the fitness was the challenge for me, but some people, finance is a bigger challenge than fitness. I've had people tell me, I don't even open my statement when it comes in. Haven't looked at it in years. I just think, well, that's how I was about the scale. I hadn't looked at my weight in years. So I can relate to that from the area of fitness, but finance is fun for me. In fact, it's how I earn my living. So that's an area where I'm actually able to be a resource to you to organize, clarify, and prioritize your goals. Because sometimes, eating healthy can cost more than that dollar menu drive-through that you might have been doing. And some of the fitness stuff, well, some of it is inexpensive. Just put on some running shoes or go for a walk. And some of it, you might want to pay for a class or go away for a fitness. We went to a fitness resort for a week. So you want to make sure that you have the finances to underwrite your life and underwrite your goals. So we definitely want to make sure we're setting things in setting goals in that area. And we've put in the Healthy, Wealthy, Wise kits, if you don't have one, you can request one, a free resource for you. Test the limits of your body, not your wallet. We give you 1 year free access to Wealth Vision Basic for members of the Healthy, Wealthy, Wise movement. And here's a little bit about that.
Imagine if you looked outside your window and could see the...
Let me try that one more time.
Imagine if you looked outside your window and could see the future, your future. Imagine fast forwarding 20 years from now. What financial advice would you give yourself today? Your words of wisdom might sound like this. The cost of college is a lot more than just tuition. Buy the car, but not the boat. Downsize your home 5 years sooner. Save more, spend less, then save some more. If you could see how your choices today affect your financial future, imagine the advantage you would have. If you want to see what your tomorrow might look like, we can show you. Here's how. First, we'll help you get organized. All your financial information in one safe place, consolidated, visible, and updated daily. You'll see your bottom line whenever you want, from wherever you are. When you know what you have and what it's worth, you can make informed decisions about what to do with it. To help you make those smart choices, we use innovative tools to visualize what-if scenarios about your financial life. We can evaluate all kinds of financial options for you. Watch what happens to your cash flow when you increase your annual savings. Look at the net effect of selling an important asset, like your house or your business. See the ongoing results of gifts to your children or your favorite charity. We have the expertise and the technology to help you visualize the cause and effect of your financial decisions, not just for today, but throughout your entire lifetime. Forward thinking is what smart planning is all about. Let's look forward together.
Yeah, we want you to look forward to your financial future, and we are committed to helping that happen for you. We want to make it fun. We want to make finance fun for you. And so we have some resources. Let me just check questions really quick. Do you help with debt consolidation? Great question, Kim. Thank you very much. So we are not a debt consolidation company. However, we have lots of resources and potential referrals, and you can start out right here with a balance sheet Botox. We had our 3rd annual Health and Wealth Spa Party in April this year after the Iron Girl race, and we had a lot of fun with that. In fact, Bob has a great sense of humor. He is the funny Heartland, and he came up with this really great Wealth Spa menu that we used, and we decided it was so much fun we are going to make it available to all of our members, even if we weren't able to make it to this year's Health and Wealth Spa Party. So here is Balance Sheet Botox, a treatment designed to correct the wrinkles and relieve tension in your balance sheet. We focus on potential opportunities to reduce or eliminate debt. So that's one of the signature treatments. I'll point out a couple others, and then you can download this menu from our Facebook page or go and visit it. We also have the mission statement meditation, and that's where you can get your copy of Lori Beth's book, The Path. Identify the why behind your wealth so you can begin to align your resources with your mission ahead of that spa treatment, which is delivered to you by one of the Men of Peace. They will send you that book so you have an idea how to identify what the destination of your journey should be. So we do a treatment that's 90 to 120 minutes. You do not pay for any of these services. You earn them. And hopefully that process is even fun. You earn them by liking our Facebook page. You earn them by holding up and cheering other people on during one of the races. There's all kinds of things, and we can send you the list of how to earn your free certificates for our Wealth Spa treatments if you're interested in that. And we hope you will be. I don't think you'll find this available at any other financial planning office. Let me clear this. Oh, what is the Facebook page name? It's Healthy Wealthy Wise Movement. The Healthy Wealthy Wise Movement. I think it's movement.org, or you can go to our peace-wealth.com and then click on the Healthy Wealthy Wise Movement. Either of those ways should get you there. Thank you for your question. Okay, so food is the fuel for your journey, and fitness is momentum for your journey. Your finance gives you infrastructure. It's the tracks for your journey. And if that's all true, then I believe faith is the essence of your journey. When you're setting goals, you do not want to miss this one, because if you do not align your goals with what your belief system is, then you will find yourself way off track with unintended consequences. So we really want to encourage you, and there can be all kinds of goals in this area. It could be, to read a book. My favorite's the Bible. It could be to write a journal. It could be to volunteer at one of your favorite nonprofits. So make sure when you're setting goals, include something that aligns you, keeps you in alignment with your personal faith. Know thyself, embrace challenges, practice humility, and find mentors. Those are things that we want to challenge you to do, and really get to know yourself and know that you are on the right journey. And I am so grateful for the people who have been my mentors along the way in the areas that I'm really weak. I have already confessed to you the food and fitness are my particular challenges, and I've had Donna as a mentor. I've had Dr. Pamela Paul, had my personal trainer, Debbie Mueller. I am just so grateful for those people in my life, and hopefully we can help align you with people who can mentor you in areas where you struggle. Now, one of the areas hopefully you do not struggle in is fun. We do not want to just be disciplined with our food and fitness and finance. We want to make sure we're having fun along the journey, that we have playtime with our friends and with our family, that we do things that just bring joy to our heart. And otherwise, if I just stick to my fitness goal and my food goal, it could make me grumpy. So at least when I started out, it would just make me grumpy. So we want to make sure that is part of the overall plan for our members, that we are focusing a little bit on fun. How do you set a goal in the area of fun? Okay, how about anybody want to help me out there with setting a goal that's fun? Some people think fun is travel. You can set a travel goal, or you can set a goal that maybe is, maybe a spa day for you is a lot of fun. Maybe some playtime. I love playing with my grandkids. So setting a goal to spend more time with them or do a particular activity with them can be a fun goal. I'd love to hear what your fun goal is, Kim. Now, I told you that part of the purpose of our webcast, our private webcast for you tonight, is to make sure you know what we're all about. Joining the Healthy Wealthy Wise movement, it's no cost. And it's about resources and about encouragement. And it could be a little bit about accountability. We're going to talk about that too. But it's about cheering one another on. There are a lot of things that just discourage us along the way. And I think we need to be purposeful. Some of us have families that are great at cheering us on, and some of us don't. But no matter whether you have a family that encourages you, I don't think any of us have too much encouragement, do you? I think we could always use a little more encouragement. And encouragement will, in fact, help us have joy along the journey. It'll help us achieve those goals and help us get through the really rough spots if we're there for each other. So I am so grateful and blessed by this community. You guys have already been an encouragement to me, and my goal is to be an encouragement to you. So to inspire you is definitely one of the purposes. So resources, encouragement, accountability, some great tools, and we're going to develop our whole community and all of those resources around what your goals actually are. So we're going to take a look at the cards that have been sent in, say what are people looking for and who can help them, and help you vet those resources. And if you know those resources and you've heard about people who have a great way to, some great ideas for fun or a great way to achieve a better level of fitness, send those in and we're going to share them with our community. Accountability. Now, I always think you need to have permission to hold people accountable. And I know I've given people permission in my life. And even though I'm a financial advisor, I have people who will talk to me about accountability on, my spending plan or how I'm doing things. Not tell me what to do, but really, kind of hold the bar out and say, your goal was this. Are you sure you want to make that decision? And as iron sharpens iron, so one person sharpens another. That can be an incredible tool in achieving the momentum and direction that we want to get to in life when we allow others to hold us accountable. So along the area of accountability, we put some study groups together. And I think we're really looking at the integration of our goals, and integration of that sweet spot in life where we not only achieve one goal, but we achieve multiple goals and really get a lot of momentum by putting things together. So in having friends or family on the journey, we can take some fitness goals and put them together with wisdom. And we put 3 studies together. Very, very simple studies on what the Word has to say on health, wealth, and wisdom. So we have 3 6-week studies. You can sign up for any or all of them. And on those studies, we're going to have groups. You can start a group, join a group. Wherever you are, you can, I'll tell you about one of the ones I'm starting up is Bike and Bible Study. We're going to have Stretch and Study and Swing and Study. So Swing and Study is for the golfers out there. But I'm going to start a Bike and Bible Study with my friend Paula Smith. We've been biking together a couple years every Wednesday morning at 6:30. We meet at Seminole Park. So we're going to go from Seminole Park north to the Tyrone area, about 5 miles, stop at First Watch. You don't have to order from their healthy menu, but they do have a healthy menu. And over breakfast, we're going to do a study, have questions and just conversation over breakfast, and get back on the bike, ride back. So we're going to put together wisdom and fitness. And the idea for this came from training for a triathlon. I shared with you, I've just been doing the little sprint triathlons. When you train for a triathlon, you actually do something called a brick. And a brick is putting either of the 3, swimming, biking, and running, you put 2 of those 3 together, and that's called a brick. So we're kind of putting these bricks together for healthy, wealthy wives, like the Health and Wealth Spa Party, Stretch and Study, that sort of idea. I have a couple goals somebody's sharing with us. I'm setting a goal for family to go on a cruise. That sounds like a great, fun goal. Love that. I hope I get to hear more about that. And when the studies start, we are planning on starting, that group is starting in September. It'll be posted on our site, and you can sign up for it starting in August. So anybody else who wants to start a study, we will post them online. You can start them anytime you want. So I will let you know if any of them are starting before September, but we certainly want you to start thinking about signing up, or if you'd like to lead a group, we'll send you the materials ahead so you can feel comfortable with facilitating a group. Thanks so much for the questions. And I want to make sure, especially for those long-term goals that you might be setting, that you will celebrate along the way. So we not only want you to set goals, but we are putting together some automatic reminders. We're going to send you emails to remind you about your goals, ask you questions, give you ideas that will help you stick with it. These are not going to be those kind of goals that you set on New Year's Day after you had maybe a little too much to drink the night before, and say, I'm not going to do that again. And then, 3 weeks later, you don't even remember what your New Year's resolutions were. These are the kind of goals we are going to just support each other on and spur one another on to good works and hit those goals. So I put Og Mandino's quote here: I will persist until I succeed. Always will I take another step. If that is of no avail, I will take another and yet another. In truth, one step at a time is not too difficult. I know that small attempts repeated will complete any undertaking. So those challenging long-term goals, we are going to help you break through. One of the things I learned running a half marathon, I would never have thought I would have imagined that was achievable for me. And then this year I got to complete my first marathon. When we complete a goal that we didn't even imagine was possible for us, it changes us forever, and it opens up new possibilities and just great joy. It's so encouraging to cross those proverbial finish lines. They don't have to be actual finish lines, but those proverbial finish line of achieving that goal and knowing that something is really possible for you. I am so excited about seeing you achieve those goals. Here is the very first race that we had the Healthy, Wealthy, Wise community spur one another on. So I am giving you the thumbs up and welcoming you to this journey. I am happy to answer any other questions, but you guys, you can call anytime. Kim is helping me as my assistant. She actually is doing so much work behind the scenes to make sure we're building these tools for you, that we're answering your questions. We want to stay connected to you, and we want you to invite your friends. I know so many times there are my children and my grandchildren and dear, dear friends in my life that I really want to encourage. I want to see them have more and better in their life, and we hope that we'll not only be a resource to you, but we'll be a resource for those you love and care about in your life to help them achieve things that are difficult but possible. So thank you so much for joining us on the Healthy, Wealthy, Wise journey, a team of people who are here to provide resources, inspire, encourage, hold you accountable, and celebrate a healthy, wealthy, wise life for you. The question is, what does it cost? It is free, but that doesn't mean it isn't priceless. Thank you so much for the questions and for your participation this evening. I look forward to the journey with you and sharing our part of the road of life with you. We'll see you at one of our events soon.